Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. I'm out here today just looking around, looking at what's growing and what's happening out here. And I decided I would just take you around and just show you some of the things that are growing. I still haven't planted anything on purpose yet, but there are some things growing. Like right now, I just noticed while I'm standing here, I've got figs already on my fig tree. That is cool. This tree usually takes the longest. But yeah, I thought I'd just bring you along with me as I go and walk around and look at some of the things that are growing right now in my backyard. So I've been out here working on this garden bed so I can get my corn planted in here and some other things started, like squash, but the kind that climbs, because I think it'll be good trying to grow it and use it to trellis on the corn. Well, at least that's my thoughts so far. But look at all this grass. I don't know if you guys can see this mound of grass that I pulled out of this bed. It was a lot, and there's still a lot left in there. I'm not going to worry too much about the edges along here. I'll pull them out or have my husband weed whack them. And I know they'll just still come back and infiltrate and take over this bed. But I am planning on covering this with some of that black weed fabric. So yeah, but I wanted to show you guys, I discovered some stuff. So I'm in here, I'm digging all this up and digging deep to get all those roots up. And I discovered two sets of roots here growing in this bed. We got this root right here. And this one is from the grass that's growing in here. And it's deep and it's painful trying to pull it out. So I've been just really diligent with digging it up with using the shovel here. But then we have this root where the shovel is. Hey, get down. One of the kitties. And it's not funny this time, it's Buddy. But he just wants to be where I'm at. And he sees me in the bed, so now he wants to be in this bed. Anyways, but then we have this root. And this one already got chopped off on the other end there with me doing all the shoveling. This root, I determined, is from these trees right here. So I have tree roots growing all up in this bed. And it's no shock to me or surprise that they would be growing in here because I keep this bed highly fertilized because I grow a lot of corn and stuff that needs a lot of nitrogen and fertilizer, like pumpkins and things like that I grow in this bed. So I'm trying to get mostly this grass root out of here, and I will clip a lot of these tree roots and stuff too. I just want to be able to grow all of my stuff that I want to grow in here and get it planted now because the weather is starting to get really nice. I think for a while like tonight, I think it's going to be in the low 30s. But in the next, I think after Saturday, or I should say starting Sunday, the weather at night, the temperatures is going to be really nice. So from then forward, it seems like the weather is just the weather is just looking up. So I'm excited about that. Buddy, he's still learning. He's not supposed to be in my garden beds. And just because I'm in the bed right now, I'm standing right in the bed, he thinks, oh, I want to go where my person is. But anytime I'm working on anything, he wants to be right there with me. And it's just so cute, so adorable, that he just loves to be where I'm at. That's how my tiger was. He liked to be exactly where I'm at. That's how Sonny is. Sonny is my guy too. He likes to just chill out wherever. And he knows better already about getting in my beds. But he's still learning. So I'm going to go over here and love on him a little bit and then get some more of this work done. And hopefully I'll have some clips of everything that I'm doing as it's after it's all finished. My hubby went through here and weed whacked as much as he could so I could walk through without having to go through a lot of weeds and stuff. He even did this container here, but I finished digging up a lot of this grass. I showed you some of the roots. There's some more grass, just a little around the edges here that I need to tend to. I'm really late planting the corn. I should have planted it a little while ago, but everything is running behind schedule for me this season because I'm so focused on getting the community garden finished and up and going. I hear some crunching over here. Let me see, it has to be one of the tortoises is out. Yep, look at him. I think that's Thaddeus. Yeah, that's Thaddeus chomping on a leaf. You chomping on a leaf, buddy? Huh? Look at you. Chomping on that leaf, aren't you? I'll go grab you some weeds. Susie, she's right there in the hole. I haven't seen Cornelia come up yet. I'm hopeful that she's okay. Now let me get him some weeds and stuff. I just wanted to show you that my hubby went through and started knocking down a lot of these weeds for me so I could get through all this jungle back here. So I can make progress on a lot of the stuff that I need to make progress on. I need to get my beds topped off and start getting stuff planted in them. Usually, I would have already topped off my beds and had them covered with cardboard until I was ready to plant, but I didn't get a chance to do that this season. So I'm just gonna pull out the weeds, add some chicken manure and a topsoil. Look at my shadow following me around. Buddy. But anyways, my husband did get over here and get a lot of the weeds knocked down over here too, and in that bed over there. So I mean, there's more that needs to be knocked down, but it just cleared a little bit so that I could maneuver around here. I've got to collect all of these branches and corn stalks and dried up grass and weeds and stuff, get it all raked up so I can burn it. It's just been too windy lately, and I just don't want to take the risk. Look at him sitting there. He just blends. But, oh, and then this right here, on the opening video clips, you saw this. These are sunflowers. In a video, a couple of videos back, I didn't know what it was. It looked like a little bush, but it's sunflowers. It's just a whole bunch of them growing, probably out of a sunflower head, and they sprouted because there's separate ones. It's not one bush. But I have other sunflowers that are volunteering all over the place back here. And my husband did chop some down when he weed whacked, but that's because they were just all out in the middle of the way. But, oh, look at this ladybug. But I just wanted to let you see, I am doing stuff, little bits here and there, but it's not nearly enough. All this would have been planted already by now. So I'm just taking it easy. It is what it is. What happens, happens this season. If it's a good season and I didn't get everything in there, I'm still gonna be happy that it was a good season. If it's a bad season and I did get everything in there, I'm gonna still be happy because I'm gonna still get stuff, a return from it. It's just, I know that I could have been further along here. Oh, I just noticed this is leaning. Stand him up straight. I'm gonna show you guys what I have been busy doing, especially since I'm not out here doing much. When I'm not at the community garden, I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. So I've been restarting a lot of things. These are tomatoes. I just started them probably about 4 days ago. I have them sitting out here in the sun, and so they're popping up. And then I started this tray right here of peppers. Now I had to do that because, let me show you. One night, last week, or maybe it's a couple of weeks now, I'm not really sure, we had the temperatures dipped. I brought my tomatoes out here because I was having issues with my lights. I already know it's the lights that I use, and ever since I switched to those lights, every year is the same result, and my tomato seedlings ends up stunted. And I tried to buy some different grow lights, and I just didn't find the ones that I like. They had them, they were too short for my space and stuff. So anyways, I just didn't get them. So I decided to stick these out because the weather was nice and warm and felt good. And it was nice and warm in the daytime. But one of those nights, it got down to freezing. It was like 32, 31, 30. And my plants suffered for it. And they looked way worse than what they look now. And don't get me wrong, this still looks bad. in this tray, I mean, just, it suffered. But I decided to, that's why I had decided to start some new plants. Because usually around this time I'm selling these, and I'm just so disappointed that I'm not going to be able to sell them just yet. But as you can see, it wasn't a total loss. I still have some that I was able to save, and hopefully they will grow healthy and rebound. That's one good thing about tomatoes. They rebound very well. So, and as you can see in this tray here, there's a lot of green. I was looking at a lot of purple and burned leaves. They were purple and brown and crusty, and they just did not look good. But I'm happy to see that there's a lot of green in these trays. And those was only the trays in the backyard. I have these trays here in the front, just full of lettuces, cabbages, broccolis, cauliflowers, kohlrabi, you name it, kale. That's all in here, and it's all getting big too. Look at that. So I am gonna start selling these. Right now it's just too hot, and these lettuces are, some of them are starting to go to seed because it's so hot. This weather is crazy. We go through one extreme to the next, and it just makes it very difficult. At the community garden at the church, I planted broccoli and cauliflower and cabbages, and all the broccoli went to seed real quick. So we weren't able to really get a harvest off of those to share because they all went to seed. It was just too hot. But I have other plants and stuff out here. These were given to me by my friend Paul. I've got other stuff out here right now, but it's all still a work in it's always a work in progress. The garden is never satisfied. It's never done. There's always something that needs to be done, or harvested, or planted, or taken out, or whatever. So anyways, that's what I've been up to. I know I haven't posted anything in a couple of weeks, and so I just wanted to get an update so you guys know I'm still here. I'm still doing stuff. I just am working really hard and focused on getting the community garden going. So I do have some ideas for videos coming up, and so I'm excited to try and put those into action. And I have some experiments that I want to do, and so I will bring you along. It's just my videos are going to be sporadic right now because I'm just busy. busy. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, God bless.